Hey, me again. Um, you know, I'm having a problem with one thing. I'm really wondering if I really support free speech because while while I support a free market of ideas and such, I'm really against identity politics. And there's things on the right, uh, traditional conservatism, mainstream conservatism, uh, alt, some alt-right conservative views, Tea Party views. Well, more or less. But what I really don't support is something that's illiberal. And that would be people like Richard Spencer, for example, that talk the alt-right talk, but when he gets into a rally or a meeting, then all of a sudden it degenerates into freaking Nazi signatures and Nazi talk and, the white nationalist view. Now, I'm not sure nationalism is the worst thing in the world. I would rather be a nationalist, though no, not a white nationalist, than a Marxist, even a democratic socialist. But, I consider myself basically, not by association because I haven't found any people that I identify with as this type of person, but by definition, I would consider myself more or less a friggin' civic nationalist or a liberal nationalist. Because I support a isolationist and a protectionist point of view. Although I am an economic progressive. And by economic, I also mean things like ownership, like animal ownership. I think that animals have basic rights. Well, at least the right, like in this industrialized farming. That's where I consider myself a progressive because that's just somebody's property, and if you want to eat it or don't eat it, that's your choice. But I would say that not only is it unwise, it's unethical. Or not only is it unethical, it's just unwise. What you put into you, what you eat is what you are, more or less. And that's why I don't see why we don't have a national wellness policy. But then again, do you really want to mess up the free market? The free market is there for a reason. The more you regulate, the more someone owns that. What you regulate, you own. And if you have the government regulate things, then the state owns you. And what it is about individualism and ownership. I could say I support pretty much liberty, justice, and freedom. But that would be justice under the law, not social justice. That would be the negative rights of liberty. And that would be a freedom, an individualist freedom. And I think that needs to be protected by a society, a nation. So, there's just so many people that I think, sadly, are against my views that I almost to the point where I don't support the people who support no platforming, but I wish those people who supported no platforming had no platform themselves. and some of the people that they complain about. And some of the people have economic monopoly, the corporatists, the globalists. I don't support them either. But then what's the difference if somebody who's like, well, I'm a social progressive and I support freaking diversity, tolerance, inclusion, and yada, 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 yada. These are important things too. Well, I prefer a free market of ideas. But how can I have a free market of ideas and yet tell these kind of people who are trying to censor me, no, you take a big mouthful, shut the fuck up, It's a conundrum. So I'm really wondering if I'm not just as bad as anyone else, and I don't really support free speech either. Well, because, I am an economic progressive, even though as an individualist and an anti-authoritarian, I understand that. I'm definitely not a goddamn anarchist, or what passes for anarchist nowadays. Freaking people don't think freaking socially progressive authoritarianism is freaking is a minimal state. What are these anarchists thinking? The Antifa and the BAM and the freaking all that bullshit. Are you kidding me? That's freaking as authoritarian as you can almost get. I don't know. Anyway, it's been a while since I made a video and it felt like I had to come back on and say something. So, there's that. Okay. Anyway, when I think of something else better and more important or just something that I think is worth saying, I'll be back. Bye.